Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video, and welcome to the first My Hero Ultra Impact video, official video now that the game is released on global on the channel. The game is officially dropped today after some quite slow maintenance, but it's here. I've played it for a few hours. This is going to be a video on some of the things I've picked up. I think if you are new to the game or a beginner or pretty much a noob like me to Ultra Impact, that I think you'll find useful and you should be doing. So if this ends up being helpful to you, if you could drop a like on the video, that'd be very much appreciated, and also subscribe if you are new. Boy, it's good to be using those My Hero edits again. They're nothing special, but I think they're kind of dope. And if you've already been playing Ultra Impact on the JP side of things, if you could let us know some things down in the comments, also that would be very much appreciated too. But also, this video is probably not for you, let's just be honest. But if you've got any tips and tricks yourself, do let your boy know down in the comments. But yeah, first things first, which is something I can't show you because obviously I'm already on the game, I'm on my account, is when you first start playing, if you haven't started playing already and you're watching this video, you'll go through the tutorial, the game will do like a mandatory summon, and after you summon, there'll be a little reroll tab at the bottom. You can pretty much reroll to, I think, to your heart's content until you get as many URs in terms of units and potentially, you know, memories as possible, or until you get the units you want. If you're looking for a specific character or like a favorite character, you can do that as many times as you want. Personally, for me, I don't really care, so I just took what it gave me, which was this Deku, and just kind of ran with it. Okay, your boy just didn't really care. But one of the other things you should be doing, which I've already done, is, and I think you'll be doing it anyway, is every day once you log in, once the refresh happens and you log in for a new day, you will have a free single summon every single day. Just kind of similar to Legends that has a discounted single every day, Ultra Impact has a free single every day. So you come over here, do your free single. You can only do it on the strength banner right now, which, you know, very limited option. You don't really have much choice, but it's a free single at the end of the day. I don't think there's any guarantee for you doing a multi, guaranteed to get a U or anything. So I think a single is still just as good. The multi just, you know, it's a multi. It means you do 10 summons at once rather than one, right? So I don't think there's any guarantee. If there isn't, if there is a guarantee, do let me know down in the comments, but I don't think there is. But yeah, the strength banner actually isn't too bad, especially because you're doing a free single anyway. So if you pull anything of note, I don't know how good Overhaul is, but he's in there. I know Shigaraki is decent. I'm not sure which Shigaraki it is, but he's decent when you run him alongside All For One. The All Might, that I think there's an All Might on here, there's an Endeavor on here. In terms of how good they are in the game, I don't know, okay? So, but there is some good characters on there in general. And I said Shigaraki does get boosted if you do have All For One. Now, we will be coming back to the summon tab, like, in a moment, but there's a few things I kind of want to cover first, and one of them being stamina. I did watch a video yesterday, which is kind of like the only informative video I've watched on My Hero, and it did mention stamina, and it said if you are going to spend gems on stamina, you should only spend, I think it's the first 3, which cost you only 10 gems, which isn't really too bad considering, you know, how many gems you get given in the game, you can earn, and you know how kind of easy they're given out when you first start, right? And then once after that, I think after the first 3, I think it costs you 20, maybe 30. And that's probably when you should stop. In my opinion, with the amount of stamina you get purely from playing the game, from leveling up and completing missions, I don't think you need to be spending any gems on the game unless you really want to kind of, you know, pile drive your way through the game already. So, I mean, if you want to do that, by all means, go for it. But I don't think you need to be spending gems on stamina. As I said, I'm currently about couple of hours into playing the game. I've literally just started chapter 2. I know there's quite a few chapters, but don't forget, this is only day 1. You still have time, okay? It's literally only the first day of the global release. I have 438 stamina out of my cap, which is currently 33. And as I said, you pick up more stamina from not only leveling up anyway just by playing the campaign, but you also pick up stamina from completing missions, which of course I've already claimed. There's some daily stamina missions here as well, and I'm well over the cap. So I don't think you need to be spending gems on stamina unless you're like really going for it. But I don't think you need to spend gems on stamina. Now, in terms of the campaign and missions, the main thing you should be doing right now, and your main priority should be just grind the campaign. That is all your focus needs to be. Just grind the campaign. And there's multiple reasons why. One of the reasons is it's going to teach you how to play the game. Second, it's going to get your rank up, which means more stamina. It's going to complete those same missions currently going on in the game, which means more rewards, more resources, more importantly, more gems, and also more stamina to use. But just grind through the game. Just grind through the campaign. As I said, you also get rewards from completing the stages themselves. As I said, I've literally just started chapter 2. You're also going to be getting rewards not only from the missions, but also from the stages themselves, which means, again, more rewards, more supplies, more resources, more gems. And then if you really want to, and if you can handle it, and your team's good enough, go back through on hard, get more rewards, more supplies, and more gems. Just keep that account running. What else is beneficial about you going into the campaign and just grinding through is to do the other things in the game apart from the events tab, because there's no events currently available. You need to be completing campaign missions, as you can see there, Chapter 2, Stage 17, Chapter 5, Stage 18, Chapter 6, Stage 18. You need to be completing the campaign stages to unlock other things in the game, including here as well. Which, by the way, I don't know if it's here. Apparently one of the things that are currently on like global right now in one of these tabs, I'm not sure if it's here or on the campaign tab. Apparently, I don't think was even on JP until a little bit more recently. So Global and JP are fully synced up. Global is fully up to date with JP, which is amazing. That means the games are going to be running side by side. Okay? And the current ticket banner that's out on Global right now, and I also think is on JP because of the global release. The banner is fully up to date on that ticket banner with units that are out on JP, which means Global has started with a plethora of content immediately on day one, which is fantastic. It means you have a bunch of characters to summon from. You're not really losing out. You know, you might not pull your favorite character or the best characters in the game, but you still have a chance at pulling more URs and, you know, actually have a fully functional team going rather than like maybe a UR or two, and that's it. So that's pretty dope how they're fully up to date, but grind through the campaign because it's going to help complete so many things simultaneously. Not only are you going to be learning the game, not only are you going to be getting through the campaign, not only are you going to be getting the rewards and resources, and more importantly, the gems through completing campaign stages, you're also going to level up your characters as well outside of using the resources to leveling them up. But you're also going to be completing the missions, and it's also going to level you up, which in turn, obviously, as I said before, linking back to the stamina point, is you're going to have more stamina to continuously grind through the campaign until, of course, you run out of missions that give you stamina. But also, you're going to be getting more rewards, and more importantly, those rewards being gems, as you can see here, by completing certain stages, by completing the campaign, and getting even more rewards and resources, which is obviously a good thing. It's like a fully functioning machine. One of the most important things you can get in terms of missions is on this special tab, is related to the current ticket banner that is currently out on global, and again, I think on JP because of the release of the global version, and that is these. It's the tickets, the special recruit tickets you can pick up. As you can see here, it does take some doing, which is why I say your main focus is just grind through the campaign as quick as possible, and then maybe along the way grind up some of the level, you know, campaign missions as well, so you can get some level up resources and also complete some more missions. But grind through the campaign so you can get these recruit tickets, because that's where all the units that have been out on JP so far currently are on global, including two of the big pool pulling units, or the two kind of, you know, most wanted units, which is All Might and All For One. And apparently All For One's one of the best villains in the game, and All Might is very similar to him, so I'm guessing he's one of the better hero units in the game. So you want to be grinding this, because there's a plethora of URs on that ticket banner. As you can see here, complete 100 main or event quests. Currently there's no events. 300, complete 40 level up quest, 80 level up quest. You want to be mainly grinding the campaign while simultaneously dipping into the level up quest, and essentially grinding these tickets as well simultaneously while completing the campaign, getting more rewards, and completing the other missions simultaneously. That's how you kind of hit 3-4 birds with literally one stone. Now going over to the banner, as I said, it's literally fully up to date. You know, you have what they call the hot pick units, which is, as I said, the All Might and All For One. In terms of how good units are in the game, I can't really tell you. I've only heard that the Blue Deku is pretty good. It's mainly because he's, you know, he has type advantage against most of the enemies during the campaign missions. As I said, All For One apparently is one of the better villains in the game. And apparently he supports Shigaraki really well. So if you manage to, is it Shigaraki, not Shigarasi. Shigaraki, if you pick up Shigaraki as well, running these two together is actually a really good combination. So I'm guessing All Might is also one of the better heroes, considering they're very similar. And then if we go to the drop rate, as I said, every unit that's been released on JP up to date is pretty much on this banner. You know, you have the two main ones. Overhaul is here, who is also on the strength banner. You know, so you probably want to be saving your gems from the strength banner for something else that may come out, because every decent UR or every obtainable UR is on this banner. Both Shigarakis, Overhaul, Toga, Hawks, Endeavor, both Aizawas. You have, you know, Kaminari. You have Shinzo. You have Su. You have Todorokis. You have Dekus. You have Bakugos. They're all here. So make sure you're grinding through the campaign and hitting all of those birds with that one stone. Simultaneously do all those things at once. Kind of last thing I noticed, and I noticed this in a video that I watched yesterday, but more so kind of looking at it and seeing it for myself while playing the game is I do think it's probably more valuable focusing on training and upgrading one character at a time. So, you know, if you manage to only get one UR from re-rolling, kind of easier to do that. If you've kind of re-rolled for multiple, have gone for your favorite characters, or you've already summoned on like the strength banner or the current ticket banner, focus on your main priority unit you want to level up first. Because not only are you kind of picking up the resources along the way, you don't want to spread yourself thin. Just focus on maxing out one character and focus on the resources on one and doing one at a time. And also, because of the Awakening Missions tab, which doesn't actually evolve in Awakening, I'll kind of get to that in a minute. I think once you put a unit in here, of course, me having one UR, I've only put my Deku in here. I don't think you can take a character out of this once you've done it. Unless once you do put more URs in here, because I've only attempted to put one, maybe you can. But you essentially have 7 pages, 7 tabs of missions, which literally just require you to do, the first ones anyway are quite basic. You know, select a character for Awakening missions, complete a certain campaign stage, you know, use the ability board, complete another campaign mission, put a hero in a hero base. Very simple things, and then the pages go up and up and up, and then you can collect rewards as you go through. There is a mixture of rewards here, quite enough. There is actually kind of resources to actually level up and upgrade your characters. So simultaneously, while doing all the campaign, etc., and also leveling up your character, you'll be getting rewards to actually level up and improve your character while doing the campaign anyway, and doing these, which helps you improve your character quicker. And if you have more URs you want to be upgrading, you can then get onto them quicker after you finish your first one you've put in. Which then takes me to the Awakening part and also the upgrading part of characters that I've kind of picked up while briefly playing the game. So if we go here, we click on my only UR, which of course is Deku. And then we go to the ability board. This is kind of like, I'm going to compare it to Dokkan because that's the main gacha game I play. And also kind of the upgrade system from Legends as well. But I'm going to focus on Dokkan. Without having dupes is essentially what this is. Like similar to the hidden potential system from Dokkan, but you don't need dupes. You just need resources. So I'm only on page 1 right now, but as you can see here, for the one that is locked, you just pick these up, which you'll actually get from completing campaign stages, and again also from the Dokkan missions. So again, it's kind of like a machine. You're constantly just churning out, you know, resources from essentially just playing the game, which is fantastic. This game is incredibly, so far, free to play friendly, which is amazing. Then you level up your skill, which is again why I say do I was gonna say Dokkan Awakening missions, but it's not Dokkan because we're not playing Dokkan. But do the Awakening missions simultaneously with this to pump out more resources so you can upgrade your characters. There's a few pages for it, of course. Upgrading your character is going to be useful because it makes them better. Once you get to page 6, you get to awaken your character, which of course is better. It upgrades them, makes them a whole bunch better. As I said, you can simultaneously do this while you're completing missions and also doing the awaken missions at the same time. So that's why I advise focusing on one UR character at a time, so you're not spreading your resources thin, and you can kind of just make it one whole kind of conveyor belt cycle of playing the game, picking up rewards, picking up resources, completing missions, awakening missions, upgrading my character, rinse and repeat. And it's kind of self-sufficient. But so far, this game's been incredibly free-to-play friendly. It's a lot of fun. And it's worth the grind. My standards aren't that high off the strongest hero, but so far I'm impressed. If you are new to the game, let me know if you can get down in the comments. And if you are new and this video has helped you, please do consider dropping a like. And if you have been playing Ultra Impact before, there's a few more tips and tricks you have, or you played the JP version of the game, let me know down in the comments. That'd be very much appreciated. But I'll see you next video, guys. And peace.